Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Abdullah Al-Haj Ahmed, and I'm a student at the Islamic University of Gaza. But I'm currently attending my third year at Glasgow University. So today, I thought about making a video talking about my experience at Glasgow University. So I'm going to start by talking about the benefits of traveling in general. The, this experience so far has been really good. Obviously you get to meet new people, you get to see new cultures, and it's a really wonderful experience overall. I really managed to learn a lot, and you get to be independent, obviously, and uh, it's a really good experience. There's a really big difference between the education system at the Islamic University and the system at Glasgow University. Obviously, when talking about Glasgow University, you're talking about one of the best universities in the world, the top 100 universities in the world. So it's not just any university. So, obviously, it's pretty much the same when it comes to exams. The Islamic University has exams, and Glasgow University also has exams. But there's a difference which I really liked about Glasgow, which is the fact that Glasgow has different kinds of assessments such as essays, and that's something that we do not find at the Islamic University. So the essays basically are not just like the ones that we see at the Islamic University, where you just write an essay and you get assessed based on how good your language is, and how good your grammar is and all that. No, this is not something that they focus on at Glasgow, because obviously we've got native speakers here, so it's something that they already know, so they can't really be assessed based on it. But the thing which I really liked is that essays here are based on research. So what you have to do is you sit at home. It's not something that you do at university. It's something that you do when you're at home, and you basically start doing some research on a particular material, and you have to learn how to do the referencing and do the citation and all that. And for me, because I came from the Islamic University at first, I did not know how to do anything about the essays. Like, I had no idea how these essays are done, and my grades were not really good at all. So I came from the Islamic University, and I was getting pretty much A's, 90 plus in every subject. But when I came to Glasgow and I started doing these essays, I was getting C's, which is equal to 70 at the Islamic University. So there was a huge difference, and I felt like I asked myself, why do we not take this at the Islamic University? It's a really good thing to do, because when you write an essay and you start referencing it and looking for references to back up your argument, if you have an argument, obviously you have to have an argument in an essay. It's really good, and it makes it something scientific, and you can probably publish it somewhere. So that's a good thing, and I would really love to see this at the Islamic University. Um, when I came to Glasgow, I really realized some things which I didn't really see, in Gaza, in my home country. Things related to the traditions, the way people lived, they were not really in Gaza. Each culture, and irrespective of what this culture has, and irrespective of how people lived in this culture, the acts that people do in a culture are done by these people, not because these things are actually right or wrong. It's only because these people are familiar with these things. They were raised to do these things, so they consider it right. And that is probably the same in every culture, or as far as I know, in the two cultures which I lived in. So Glasgow, the Western culture, and the Gazan culture. So the thing I realized was that when we look at differences in cultures, we shouldn't just look at them and view them as differences and then judge them and consider them incorrect just immediately when we see them. We should start looking at them and realize that these differences are actually natural, and probably start taking the things, picking the things from a culture and implementing it in our own culture and learn from it. We don't really have to take everything from a culture. We can just pick the things that we consider right, and yeah, that should be good.
So Abdullah, I want to ask you something about the accent, the difference in the accent here.
Yeah.
So can you say something about the Glaswegian accent here in Glasgow?
Yeah, so basically the accent in Glasgow is it's a different English. It's not even the English that we learn at school. So you've got words that they say that are totally different from the way we learnt it. For example, instead of saying didn't, they would say didne or deadne, and instead of saying wouldn't, they would say wouldne. So it's quite different, and they never say the word yes, they say I instead, and instead of saying no, they would say nah. So it's quite different from the one we are used to.
Okay, and when they want to say a little bit,
A little bit, instead of saying little, they don't even say the word little, they say we. So
it's like a wee bit.
yeah, instead of saying little bit, they would say wee bit. This is Glasgow University from outside. Forgive me for the quality of the video because I only filmed this a day before the annual show, so I couldn't really do much.
Yeah, but it has a good quality, by the way.
It's not bad, yeah. So I would like to thank everyone for listening, and the moral of this video is just follow your dreams always. And I know that the situation in Gaza is not really helping, but it's definitely going to get better someday. And hopefully everyone can go outside and see the world and experience the things which I experienced myself. Thank you everyone for listening, and good luck.